So, this my ring is not. So life is let's talk about girl child. Like as a mother, whether single mother or in marriage, once you have a girl child, that is where your core responsibility comes in. If you have a girl child, you need to focus and give full attention to your girl child. There's so many things happening to the society today that girls fall victims, and when you look and then when you check what really happened, you notice that most of them is as a result of the family that where they grew up from, or their background or stuff like that. You will see that that's why so many girls, they will be so desperate just to make money, and desperate to let people know, to let people know them. Once you have a girl, I have some stories that I will tell you. That's why I decided to talk about this topic, girl child. And as a single mom, I noticed this is really called single mom. Single mom tends to be very careless when it comes to their girl child. They are very careless. I am not saying all single mom, but some single moms then tends to be very careless when it comes to child. Now, what am I talking about? I am coming. I have some stories that I would like to share with everyone, and this story is about girl child. And this story that I want to share with you all is about girl child and all the bully that she had to go through in the society because she was not properly fed for at home. She was not properly cared for at home. If you make your girl child to feel the love of home, when she grows up, she won't go outside for somebody to make her happy, or somebody to make her feel okay. Now let me tell you, I have two stories that I'm going to share with everyone. The first story is a father that impregnated her child. Now this girl, she's I don't really know her age, but she's around 15, 16. This one happened in my friend's compound. So the first story is this. So the girl, let's say, like all these people that their mom will get pregnant, and later um, their dad and their mom will end up together. So this girl, she she has the dad and the mom, they were not married. So the girl was very so the girl once in a while come to stay with the woman that the man later got married to. So once in a while she would come to her to the house to stay with the man. So nobody knew that this man was taking advantage of this girl. People were just noticing like the girl was changing at a very young age. This girl was already developing boobs. Like, she was very small, but when you look at her body, you will see that it's someone that have been going through a lot of things. Now this story that I want to share is something that you have to close attention to, and also look out for girls, though, especially those girls within the age of 14, 15, 16. Those ages are very, very delicate. So this girl, apparently what was happening was the dad, which is the father, will come and then threaten the girl that if the girl talk or say anything, he's going to harm her. So what the man was doing in the night, she will take the girl to a hotel. Nobody knew what was happening. She will take the girl to a hotel, and then do whatever thing he wants to do with the girl. Then when he finish, the girl will come back home, and nobody knew what was happening because the girl was supposed to be staying with her mom. So okay, let me take the story again, so that for those of us just joining, so that you understand where I am going. Now I have a very small girl. She's around the age of 15, 14, 16. I don't really know the exact age that girl is, but she's still very small. So late last year, she got pregnant. So when she got pregnant, her mom's side, they were very surprised. They were asking her how come. And this girl, she's very small. She was still in her SS1 then. So her parents were like, how did you get pregnant? Did you have a boyfriend? They were asking all sort of questions. The girl was crying and said she doesn't have any boyfriend and all of that. So when they started beating her, the girl was scared to speak up because apparently the father threatened her that if she say anything concerning the both of them, that he's going to harm her. So the girl was scared. After much beating, I can only imagine the trauma that the girl will be going through. So after beating the girl, all the way threatening her and all of that, but the girl said the truth and she was like, it was my dad. You can imagine that, my dad that impregnated me. So everybody was very surprised. So when I heard the news, the only thing that came to my mind was the mother aware? Because if you are very close to your child, that's why when I started I said once you have a girl child, that is where your main responsibility, your girl child. So now the only question that was going through my mind was, this girl that this thing happened, where was her mother? Like, is it like she doesn't have a mother or someone to guide her for her to be in such state that someone was taking advantage of her and she couldn't speak up, she couldn't tell anyone? I don't know the kind of threat that the man might have given her that made her not to say anything to anyone, and then this thing kept on happening to the point of she getting pregnant. So the man disvirgined her and did to the point that she got pregnant. And thinking of it, like, I've just been trying to wrap my head around it. How will you have that mind to be sleeping with your own daughter, your own flesh and blood? Your own flesh and blood. People will be sleeping in the night. You will take her out. You take her to a different place, to a hotel. And this girl that I'm telling you, if you see the way the man used to be very harsh on the girl, the man don't used to allow the girl to come outside, like even to come out. Once they sees her talking to someone else, especially a guy, the man will start reacting, not knowing that something was going on behind. And nobody knew that, including the mother. So please, this thing is more common with single parents, that single moms. That's why I'm mentioning single moms, because as as a single man, I know a lot of things will be going through your mind, like having to provide for the child. You might not really have time to look out what is happening around the child, but then you still have a role to play in the life, a lot of role to play in the child's life. So when they found out that the girl was pregnant, they arrested the man, took the man to court, everything. At the end, the man is out now. He's free, living very free on the streets. Now, what happens to the girl? Her life. I know some people will say, you can still live your life even after having given birth and all of that. You can still live, but it is not easy. It is not easy. Just imagine the trauma that girl might have gone through. Her life has been paused, and so many things around her. At a very young age, she's not taking care of another child. How will a child take care of a child? That is more like it. So now, this girl is left on her own. The man is out. They've released him. I don't know how that was possible, how they managed to let the man go. The man is out on the street now, living freely. Meanwhile, this small girl is there. I don't know how she will be feeling. I don't know what might be going through her mind. So please, if you have a girl child, pay very close attention. Be mindful of the kind of friends that they follow, especially the men friend. Be mindful of the kind of friends they are associated with. Be very close to them. Like, it's not the time to start shouting, because when you do, there's this thing that when you do it too much, your child will be very, very far away from you. Your child won't want to like open you, like in some certain thing, like maybe when something is going wrong with her life, come to you, and then, but there's this relationship that you will build with your child, that she will always feel free around you to tell you everything. So now the second story, this one happened in a different place. Now this girl, she's around 12. So apparently when she closed from school, she come back home, and then on getting home, nobody knew that one brother in their compound was sleeping with the girl. Now this thing happened for a very long time. Nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew such a thing was happening. It happened for a very long time. Now, most time when all these things are happening, the only it will come out to the open is when the child gets pregnant. That's when it will come to the open. Now, this girl got pregnant. She got pregnant, and they wanted to know, started asking her. And she now said, this is the person that impregnated her. So many times, like, girls' lives have been cut short, either mostly out of ignorance, because some of these girls, they don't really know. If you don't teach them, they will not know. So if you have any girl child that is around you, all these upcoming girls, like, when someone is just growing up, so many things will be in their head to explore, especially those ones that they don't have those basic knowledge of all those things, the things they are supposed to do and the ones they are not supposed to do, the things they are supposed to say no to and the things they are not supposed to say no to. So once in their own head, I'm not a big girl, I can do anything, somebody somewhere will want to entice them with gifts and everything. So when you teach your child and then you show your girl child love is when they go outside, when someone out there is trying to do something or rob them something, or deceive them with all those little minor gifts, they will know that, will see that this is wrong, and they will be able to come home and tell their parents, mom, dad, this is what is happening. Or even as a single mom, this is what is happening. So just try and find a way to build connection with your child, your girl child. I am very, very specific about girl child because that is where the main thing is. As a guy, for guys, the disadvantage is not really much. Society are more after the girl child, and however way your girl turns out, it depends on the way she was brought up in the house. So thank you for short time with me. Thank you for joining, and let me know where you're watching from. Bye.